Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Psychic Soul Healer channel. My name is Laura. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My channel specializes in not just doing readings, but looking at the soul wounds, the karmic lessons, the karmic themes, karmic contracts, the energy that tends to block us from manifesting our experiences in the best possible way. A lot of times when we have spiritual blocks, we get in our own way. We sabotage ourselves. We, again, we have habits and conditions and reflexes that are caused from spiritual blocks, because spiritual blocks are psychological that, again, block us from manifesting our experiences. So I always like to open my readings with that in mind, because it's a healer channel and it's all about integrating the shadow. So my deck is a shadow healing oracle deck, and that's how I begin every reading. And this, again, is going to be a general reading for my Sagittarian people. Now, energies are fluid, so know that roles can be reversed, so you may have to flip it, switch it. Interpret the message as best resonates for you. Also, know that energy is, as I just said, fluid, so I could be reading something that has already happened, is about to happen, or will happen. Again, interpret the reading as it best resonates for you. All right, let's see what's going on. Narrow-minded, first card in. Unstructured, getting a lot of this lately. Unstructured. So narrow-minded and unstructured could definitely cause a problem within work and also within relationships. See, when I see unstructured, I always think non-committal. I feel like there's no real flow, that you're not really feeling comfortable. I always can think that structure feels like support, right? And so, and narrow-minded, it's obvious. It means that you have a very limited perception of your situation at hand. So when we're talking about a relationship, that's not positive energy, obviously, because again, someone's not making you feel comfortable by not giving you a commitment because of their views, because of what they've gone through. And a lot of relationships do this. So this is how this would be, obviously would be a trigger to anybody. Again, we all want to feel wanted. We all want to feel secure. Emotionally secure in our relationships is really important. And if someone is narrow-minded because they've gone through bad experiences, they need to do shadow work. They need to stop repeating the cycle, like, or making the next person pay for what the past person did. It's like, that's how we stay. And so it's all about staying grounded and being in the moment. See, when we have gone through experiences, bad experiences within our relationships, and a bad experience would be any experience which made us not feel safe. And safe could even be, I don't trust you. I don't trust you because you don't make me feel secure. You don't make me feel secure. You don't make me feel supported. I don't really know where I stand in this relationship because of your problems. And obviously, if you're in a relationship, Sagittarian, with someone that's maybe you consider a soulmate, because no one would stick around with this unless you had a deep connection with someone. So I really do love this person, and I feel like they are my person. I just feel like they have, and then you begin to make excuses, and I can hear it. And so this is when we need to get grounded and be in the moment, be in now. And we have to really say, it doesn't matter why the person is doing what they're doing. You know, it doesn't matter. What it matters is that they're doing it and that you're accepting it. even if you say, no, I just love this person and I just want to support this person. And it's again, it's like reaction. So what happens is again, what I'm seeing here is grounded and reaction. What happens is if we're not grounded, if we're not present in the moment, and we get triggered by, again, our relationship because they did something to us that triggered a wound, maybe again made us feel not supported, maybe abandoned, then what happens is we become reactive. So then we wind up creating the same undesirable life experiences. So we become unconscious. So Sagittarius, your spiritual block is that you feel abandoned, you feel not supported, you don't really feel loved by this person. But understand you came into this relationship having that wound. This person amplifies this wound within you for sure because you're reactive. It's again spirit descending. And when the spirit descends, that's again, the spirit descends our consciousness and what we feel in our soul, what we desire, what are our passions, what do we love. It's again, our spirit descends, meaning comes out of our mind, our ideas and our passions, and we ground that into the present moment, into the here and now. And so why is that important? Because when our spirit descends and we become grounded here in the moment and feeding our passions, we can counteract this reactive energy. Understand that, like, I'm feeling automatically like this energy right here, Sagittarius, is a trauma bond type of relationship. And a trauma bond type of relationship are one that has really high highs and low lows. And there was never really any balance in the relationship to start. And it's because the person or came in handicapped again, had problems, never made you feel safe. Again, always kept it unstructured. Again, because of their narrow-minded thoughts and perceptions about what relationships are, what they look like, what was going to happen. So they weren't grounded. They weren't grounded. And they were very reactive. And when a person is very reactive, they sabotage themselves. That's when they'll drink. That's when they again cheat. That's when it's again the ego, the shadow aspect of yourself. Now, Sagittarian, this may be you, and if it's not you, it's the person that you're with or the person that you're thinking about. So this is again not really even a secure relationship. I feel like the person has you hanging in the wind. Hanging in the wind, hasn't made a decision one way or the other, sitting on the fence. Now, you, I feel like, think that you are in a relationship with this person because this is how this person normally is. But again, there's a sense of detachment. And it doesn't mean that the person doesn't care about you, but a person is only capable of loving you as much as they love themselves, and this person is wounded. This person has trauma. Again, because they're narrow-minded because of what they've gone through. So they're going to make every single person pay for that. They haven't learned the value of again, nurturing a relationship. They have intimacy problems, intimacy issues. That's a second chakra imbalance, by the way. And that's one's individuality, that's their identity. And so when the emotional center is in balance, that's when there's addictions. That's when there's this imbalance. And that's always when you'll notice that it comes out in a person's behaviorisms that they never can really show up for you. They have intimacy problems. So it could be your birthday, it could be a holiday. There's always something that gets in the way a lot of times because it's again, they have a hard time feeling emotion. They have a hard time expressing emotion. And you'll think that it's you. This type of relationship will keep you feeling unloved, and it's not because they don't love you. So it's again lying. So I feel like you lied to yourself. I feel like you tell yourself that it's going to get better, and then you know that it's not because you don't see this person doing anything to get help. I think you lie and say, make excuses for this person because you love them and you invested a lot of time. And I think that they lie and say that they're going to change, and nothing ever changes. It's a karmic loop where it's the same type of relationship. Stubbornness, yeah, where the person doesn't want to change. They don't want to change. They're like, they lie, and then when you catch them, they don't want to change. Because they would have to surrender their ego. So this is a big spiritual block, all in itself. Let's see what the energy is for you. Because, like I said, if you're in a relationship, it doesn't take much to know that you wouldn't feel good. But what is the energy? I wonder that what can we let's be specific here and ask what can you do, Sagittarius, to get out of this situation, balance the situation, make this situation easier on you. I mean, this is one of those karmic lessons that it's like, this is just whichever way you go, it's not a good situation because I care about this person. So this means I have to break up with the person, walk away, and regain a whole new life, find a whole new life. That's really difficult and hard for the person that's invested so much time in this relationship. It's hard for the person that doesn't want to be in this relationship because they're filled with guilt and they lie, and then they have to like play these games. And this is what happens when codependency goes different. So it's again balance. So balance is the answer. And balance is found through one's individuality. And as I was just saying, codependence is not balance. It means that there is an imbalance where two people feel defective. And maybe they met each other at a time that they saw the potential in each other. Again, aspects of potential in each other and not really so much in themselves. And so they fell in love and they rushed in, and maybe it was very passionate. I'm feeling for a lot of people, it was very passionate. It was very sexual. There was a lot of intimacy. There was a lot of closeness. There was a lot of what you might have perceived as emotional fulfillment, and maybe the other person was getting their needs met in a lot of other ways too, maybe financially, maybe there was a lot of other things. So there was an imbalance. There was an imbalance within in the energy. Codependency is this: it's that there's one person that winds up coming in and almost saving the other person. So I'm feeling like for some of you Sagittarians, you got into a relationship with someone while they were getting out of a relationship. So that's how your relationship started. That's why it was codependent. It's set up that way, where you were like, again, more in touch with this person's needs because logically it made sense to cater to this person because of their issue. Because they've been, again, going through a divorce, going through a separation. Some of you, I actually felt for a few, some of them actually lost children or lost someone close to them. So again, it was a hard time. So this person comes in and fixes your life. So now your person, I feel like, or you, Sagittarius, feels indebted to this person. And so this is why it becomes out of balance. because it's, again, we should never feel that we owe anyone anything. You know, everyone's responsible for their own happiness and their own, and how to survive, really, to figure out how to survive in life, meaning make money so that they can survive and support themselves. And so what we see is, we see a lot of imbalances where one person is getting financial needs, maybe another person is getting sexually needs. Again, maybe it starts off as a soulmate relationship, or feels like it, but it's more like a karmic mate, one that is teaching, and one that is built. The entire relationship is one where person's being, again, very reactive, and there's no real structure. It's one-sided. One person has all the rules because they're narrow-minded because of what they went through. Meanwhile, you come into this situation fixing the situation, and you're the one that's not getting what you need. And this is what this looks like. It's, again, energy. So it's, again, we get energy through where we feed, right? And again, and you lose energy to what you give your time, energy, focus, money, your resources to. So when you have a karmic mate, they tend to take more. And this is why you need balance, because it meant that it was out of balance, where, again, you were giving more, and then it was depleting your energy. So it's all about doing for yourself. That's really what it's about. It's about doing for yourself. Again, victory. Victory is yours when you invest in yourself. It's very difficult to retrain a person, by the way, from this energy. If you came in being the caregiver, being the fixer, it's very difficult. People, again, they condition themselves, they train themselves how they treat you. So understand, it's easier to meet someone else and come in and teach a person how you want to be treated by how you're treating yourself. Because with this energy, it will be a continuous cycle of arguing and fighting, hurt and betrayal. And so, Sagittarius, if this is your wound, and you resonate with this, let me know, because it's all about integrating the spirit part of self, and the spirit part of self, the detached part of self that happened the very first time that you felt abandoned. Integration means seeing a different outcome to your situation. It wouldn't be in this situation if you were in this situation for a long period of time. And I don't care. You could say you have 3 kids, 10 kids, 8 kids. Actually, the more things you have, the more time you spend together, the more conditioning that person has. The more that they think that they know who you are, the more that they know what buttons to push. So you're going to become triggered more, and they're not going to want to change. Again, that is why you got stubbornness, because the person is like, they're not going to change. They don't want to. They don't think that they have to. They may lie to you and say, just to, again, keep you quiet, but you'll notice it evolves back. So again, the way that you heal that is you step into yourself by doing different things, feeding yourself. You have to find yourself. And I would find yourself before leaving any situation. Again, if it's not meant to be, if someone's not treating you well, it's not meant to be, and the universe will bring you people, situations, and experiences that take you away from that, because you weren't getting anything. It was all given. And so I'm sorry if you've gone through that, but that was today's healing message for Sagittarius. And if you resonated with this, let me know, leave a like, comment, definitely subscribe so you can be part of my live streams when I go live. And I will be talking to the people and being very interactive with their healing during my live streams, because it's all about learning, healing, and building a community. I'll talk to you soon, Sagittarians. Bye-bye.